I do. I am cautiously optimistic, Josephine. I think a number of things have to happen. Let me just say that this opportunity can't be missed. I think the Lebanese government has made that decision. Lebanese people want this decision to move forward. Last week was there were two different interpretations from last week. On the Lebanese side, there was a lot of disappointment because the Israelis failed to respond positively to the U.S. proposal that Lebanon had worked on, whereas the Americans continue to believe that they can move forward if the implementation plan meets their expectations. So let's look forward to that implementation plan, but also let's face the fact that we cannot lose this opportunity. Let me just give you a piece of history on that, Josephine, quickly. I was part of the peace process in 2000 with Yasser Arafat. When he could have said yes to the Clinton parameters. The Clinton parameters gave 96% of the West Bank to the Palestinians, all of Gaza, part of, and also a land bridge between the two, and East Jerusalem as their capital. He said no. Think about where the world would be, the Middle East would be today, had he said yes. So I think what we've got to realize is this is a once in a half a century opportunity. We got to get to yes. There are a few options moving forward. And I think that with the implementation plan, hopefully there will be a step-by-step process. If the steps are, take small steps to build trust and confidence. And I think if in the next 30 days they can make some progress, they can build on that. So let's hope that the implementation plan is good. The only other option, if there is not a step-by-step plan, would be Lebanon deciding for itself that it must take its future in its own hands. And we can talk about that as well.
Yeah. So, Ambassador, so we are still talking about step-by-step process.
Yes, hopefully we are. We'll see what the reaction by the Americans are to the Lebanese implementation plan. I think there's an expectation for a step-by-step process. I won't be surprised if, in fact, it was going to require some give and take, some shuttle diplomacy between Israel and Lebanon to further advance the implementation plan. And I would say the smaller the steps they take, the more confidence they can build and maybe then move the process forward. But it's going to be hard. It's going to be tricky. This is the hardest part of the whole deal.
So, Ambassador, you are saying that, and we know at ATFL, you speak with everyone here in Beirut and Washington, and you always work to push both the Lebanese and the international community to save Lebanon today. Okay, what is really expected from Lebanon after the cabinet approved the U.S. paper, as we know?
So unfortunately, as I said, the U.S.-Lebanon plan called for a decree to disarm Hezbollah by the end of the year. They did that. But Israel has not agreed to the remaining terms until, according to the Israelis, they will not agree until they see what the implementation plan calls for. So I think what we've got to do is now look at the implementation plan. Hopefully it will be a step-by-step process in which everybody has a part to play. The Lebanese, of course, have a disarmament part to play. And step by step with the Israelis supposedly have a withdrawal step to play. Yes. The United States has a part to play with monitoring, mediating the process, and also standing up to Lebanese armed forces to do its job and making sure that the international community comes together to show the Shia people that there's a future for them through a reconstruction rehabilitation program. So there's a number of steps that have to go in concert with this. Hopefully, even if it stretches beyond December, hopefully there's such a plan place forward that both the Israelis and the Americans see an opportunity to build upon that trust and peace.